morning. This is Coach Ken, Superbike-Coach Corp. I'm at Carson Paris RV again, taking more care of things at the mobile track classroom, our toy hauler. I'm in the garage right now. Yeah, it's a whole lot of mess. What I did in the last couple of days was bringing one package, one box in after another. There was a pile of trash later on around the corner. That's how this is. Yep. You start installing things, you start moving things in, you make things right. That's how this goes. Now here is a couple of things I did in the past days. That is, I move forward. Walking in here. This here is all done now. I had my wife Marion in and my daughter Jill, and they helped me deciding where we put some decoration. These are faked plants, covering a plug, which we probably never use. There's another one just to equalize this. We put a new blind in. I still have to make the adjustments here so it stays in place. The old one was like a vinyl one, which like bends and crickets after a while, and as I said many times in previous videos, the pre-owner really never cleaned it up. So they actually sold the rig as they used it the last time, and it was a whole lot of mess, and now it's super clean. So here was the whole cooking grease was underneath here. It was horrible. It was painful. Well, now it's all super clean. I added some I don't know what it's called here, like you put on the floor, nothing is sliding around. That's now in all drawers and shelves. The fridge got like sparkling clean. And here's also this wall here always bothered me a lot, because when this door is closed, which is most of the time during the day, and this wall here is blank, really a huge blank wall. And I tried installing something, but the gap here is so small you can't even put a flat picture on this wall. Nothing worked out, so we came up with the idea to just do this, and that covers that blank wall. Those scratches are gone pretty much. I'm still waiting for I still don't know what it's called, a baseboard I want down there. That's been missing, and that wall is kind of loose, so that needs to be done. The master bedroom is all cleaned up. Also here we added some decoration up there. Hooks, for when you go to bed, you got, so that you don't have your stuff, your clothes flying around here. Just throw it on the floor or whatever. It's got its hooks. So, and yeah, that passes by the slide, so that's not an issue. This is all cleaned up. I still got to clean up the electric box, the fuse box there. I'll do that today. This is all ready to go. I don't know if we should install a light here. I don't think it's necessary. So what needs to be done here in the restroom, that's pretty much one of the biggest next fixes, and that is the shower tub here. It came in today, the new one came in, because this one is cracked right there. And once this is done, I can go into this last room I have to clean up. I installed some stuff here, but nothing significant, and then we'll see what we got to do here. Marion is already washing the shower curtain. Yeah, but that's kind of what it looks like now. Isn't it awesome? Yeah, and I also installed some decoration here, fake plants. I think that looks fucking awesome. It makes it livable. Yeah, or whatever. So yeah, So here's something really cool. I have this flag here for many years. It was actually hanging in my office for many years. I don't even know how many years. It was just hanging there. When I got it included in when I got my when I got a gazebo, Superbike-Coach colors and whatnot, the logos on it. I was included, and I didn't know what to do with it. Seriously, but now it's found its purpose. I just made a flagpole. Still that a little bit. The flag is already on, and then I gotta modify. I gotta run a hole in here. That's the last of the poles. So it stays in here in this one. That's what goes on the rig outside wherever I want it. It's a suction cup. And then I will install, just like the other stuff I did here in the second bedroom. So this is actually a lot of space I can use for store stuff. And since this doesn't have to look nice, I'll probably use another one of these here, which is really cool. Just pull it off the wall and put it back in. That goes right here next to it, somewhere there. And then the flag hangs down on someone who's taking it up. Seriously don't care about that. So this room is clean too, but I still have to find a way to get these mosquito screens out to be able to clean those windows. And it bothers me a lot right now because nobody seems to be able to help. Kind of. That's the second time I run into this TV. That's not the last time, I guess. Yeah, so we also mounted some pictures. This is my daughter Jill. Doesn't she look like a rock star? One picture is here, and then I will mount one here and one there. This is actually pretty cool, super light. I was always thinking about how to do this because picture frames themselves are pretty heavy and glass is not a good idea in a trailer, I think. So these are actually just foam boards. You can get printed and shipped over, and it's not so expensive actually. And they turned out pretty good. So that's pretty much, yeah, and I found this pen here, which is close to this color there, to cover up some scratches. Here was a long one, and it's gone. It's not the same color, but when I put it on and wiped it with the finger, it got brighter and turned literally into matches the color now perfectly. There are a few things I got to do with this, but not a whole lot. So yeah, I'll show you later. I will go up on the roof and clean the roof, because next week this rig goes to Tony, WrapSpec in Rancho Cordova, where he starts working on the full wrap, the vinyl wrap, and starts, I guess, removing the old decals, which is not a whole lot on this rig, luckily. Getting this rig prepared to do that, to bring it over to him, and he and his team can start working on that. Yeah, so the roof, cleaning the roof, that was important, because once the wrap is on, I would have a hard time climbing up there and getting all the dirt down the sides and back and whatnot, and then there's then the need to clean that brand new wrap up. So I did it now. I was pushing this away from me, in front of me, because that was really a dirty job. And as you remember, I'm afraid of heights, and that was not really easy for me. Luckily though, the rig came with this ladder here. It's adjustable in height and whatnot. It's all aluminum, however, still heavy as shit. That was actually really super trick because there's a hook outside the wall where these goes in, and then it was super stable. That helped me with my fears. All right, let me get to work. All right, so far I could install another wall holder so that the flag has its place when in transport. So far I gotta find a way to have this secured to the walls in here, because that takes a lot of space away from the garage or up there, which I also want to turn over to storage. How, I don't know yet. So then Ray from Carson Pass RV, he's a hella mechanic. He started taking the shower apart to replace the tub. How cool is that? That looks really bad actually, right? So I'm really happy that this is happening already this week before we're dropping it off to the wrap, because that is time efficient right now. Everything is working out. So then I finished up, finally I gotta say, it look nice, the storage box underneath one slide. That's the only one I'm having on this rig, so that's not a whole lot. Hey, this is all cleaned up, and then you know, I try to find ways to make this box as efficient as possible. So I have the gloves here for the, you know, black tanks, la la la. All the cables hanging up, tire warmer cable, gas extension, propane gas for the outside grill, a TV cable if we're ending up in a place where they offer cable, so you can plug it up, you can hook it up, drink water hose, and the power plug here. We very likely need an extension for that one. And yeah, and now I have space enough for putting the boxes in right here, right there, and there is still space. Very cool. So I'm finishing this one up. That's very cool. There you go. And then I did another, the door gaps down here. So the restroom door, same with the door to the living room. The gaps are very big, so I added, what's that called? I don't even know. Gap deletion, door deletion thingies. Whatever. Those, they need to stay, unfortunately. Well, that's actually not too bad, because I can't do anything here at the sliding door because of this slider there. So that stays equal, and it has its importance in here because it needs the airflow. And since I don't want to have airflow from the garage into the living room, gas, etc., fumes, that is supposed to be close, and that's what I did right there. It's all done. And then there's another long list for Ray. We're getting there. It's getting closer. I'm so fucking excited. Thanks, Thomas.